6 years ago, I told you about a bond that the Spring ISD community voted to approve. That 2016 bond built new schools, renovated some of our existing schools, and expanded full-day pre-K to all of our elementary schools across the district. We were also able to build a brand new sports stadium and a new police command center too. The district delivered everything it promised. It also brought new technology to our schools, technology that came in super handy during the COVID-19 pandemic when everyone was learning from home. Now I'm a junior in high school, and I want our district to be able to provide the necessary facilities for the students of Spring ISD. So, we are bringing a new bond to you voters in this November election. And to tell you about that, I'm handing the microphone over to a younger Spring ISD student so she can talk about what's coming up.
In case you didn't know, Texas school districts only receive funding for daily operations. That means things like new building safety improvements and important technology have to be funded by a voter-approved bond. So Spring asked a lot of our community members from all across our district to come together to evaluate what was needed and what we could afford. They met some more, and prioritized the district's biggest needs. Then they met with the school board and presented their findings. I spoke to the board about it too, and guess what? The trustees unanimously agreed to ask you voters about this in the upcoming November elections. The Spring ISD 2022 bond would rebuild Spring High School. The school may look all right when you zip by it on the freeway at 60 miles an hour, but our bond steering committee recommended a plan that would replace the aging building and also refresh Westfield High School and some of our elementary schools that could use a little love. With the 2022 bond, the district would also purchase new school buses and provide improvements for safety and security at our schools. The district is always working to improve safety for us students. Speaking of safety, did you know that if we have to evacuate one of our campuses in an emergency, we don't have any building large enough to house those students and safely reunite them with their parents? A new 5,000-seat education and performance center would solve that problem and provide a safe indoor space for UIL, STEM, CTE, performing arts, and athletic events. Not only that, but it would host other events like our larger graduation ceremonies that we currently have outside. And we know how hot it gets in the summertime. Another part of the 2022 bond would bring improvements to the technology in our district. Those computers that we got from the previous bond, they're now 6 years old. In computer years, they may be 6, but in human years, they're looking forward to retirement. Like I said, our school board listened closely to the whole proposal and asked some important questions. Then they unanimously approved the recommendation and added it to the November 2022 ballot. The proposed $850 million bond is estimated to require a property tax increase of 5 cents per $100 of valuation, which is expected to be offset by an anticipated decrease in the 2022 tax rate. Therefore, the resulting tax rate should be the same or lower than the current rate. And homeowners over the age of 65 don't need to worry because they will see absolutely no tax impact as a result of the bond. The Spring ISD 2022 bond will be on the ballot. You can participate in early voting or come out to vote on Election Day on November 8th. For more information, visit springisd.org/bond.